Hello and welcome to the next episode of Batman Arkham Origins. Joining me again today are the Reaver of Jill Sandwiches.
Hello.
And the Mighty Four.
Uh-huh.
Last time we was collecting pieces of a drill, so let's get going.
Dispatch 4-3, ice formation. Yeah, we got it.
I love how this is the second video that's going to be up that features my new mic, and neither of them are my own videos yet.
What's your New Year's resolution? Tell you what, before I answer that, why don't you tell me what your resolution was last year?
Since the videos I recorded aren't going up until May. Good thing too, because all those annoying copyright claims are on a couple of those videos.
Have they not responded to them yet, are they?
Not yet.
They'll probably let them time out then.
Yeah. Hopefully.
They do that, like if they know that they either can't hold it, or they decide, yeah, you're right, but we're still going to try and milk you for money anyway.
Yeah.
But like, since we don't earn any money, like they're holding it out for absolutely no gain whatsoever.
Yeah, and my videos are still private because they're scheduled for sometime in May, so...
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be a while, so hey, that's plenty of time to get that resolved. I have a...
Just,
go ahead.
Freeze. I've just said let's go and freeze that guy, since he's one of the collectibles.
You mean
people, not objects.
The frozen people, so they became collectibles.
Okay. Alright.
Well, he's not collectible anymore, you've saved him.
Yep.
He's such a sweetie. At least out of the two videos I have that issue with, one I have a backup copy without the music. The other one I'm working on an edit for, but I'm going to wait for the decision from the dispute before I start working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that hotel, but they've like cut most of it off with the ice.
Ah.
I wonder if this item's gonna replace the glue grenades.
Alfred, I've assembled the cryo drill, but it requires some kind of superconducting fluid to operate.
Ah, here it is, sir. An organic supercoolant used in an experimental lab run by one Victor Freeze.
As in Mr. Freeze.
It seems too great a coincidence to ignore. It says here that Ferris had Mr. Freeze's lab shut down.
If he's a disgruntled employee out for revenge, then this is about more than just stealing weapons tech.
Freeze's lab is under quarantine. Some kind of accident.
I'm on my way back to Gothcorp now.
The plot thickens.
Alright.
Wait a minute, 1 out of 12.
Yeah, I don't think it counted that other one for some weird reason.
I thought it did because it told you about it.
I know, but because I died.
Oh, right.
Good job, that's what you get for dying.
Yeah.
That should save your progress independently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is dumb.
Other games do it like that, but I don't know.
Yep. Even games that came out before this. I know the Uncharted games would do that. Any collectibles you picked up were just there.
Yeah.
Even if you died, you don't have to get them again. Kind of a dick move on the game's part.
Indeed.
Mhm.
And he's not gonna stop till he's taken all of us down. That's just a story. Are you kidding me? No, think about it. Everyone's always saying something different.
Are they still questioning the existence of Batman after all this that he did in the first game?
Yep. They're like, oh, Batman's not real.
I
It's
mean, he's
okay. They're out of towners.
yeah. I mean, he's interacted with hundreds of people just in the main game alone.
Can we find a way to get paid?
And it's been on the news.
Situation.
Yeah.
Then we can open up this Mr. Freeze like a can of him. I need some hardware. Come on, you guys! That's how you do it back. Stick to it! I can beat him.
Just had a random thought for a DLC for a game where you play as a random moot from the game.
Ah,
Like in something like this, it'd be like a random mobster.
yeah.
And as you walk around, you see a bunch of your co-workers who all look just like you.
Keep it up.
I feel like there's humor potential in that.
Go on. Size me up.
Who's the fucking giant?
I don't know, these guys just appeared after I beat up the first group.
That's weird.
Oh, he's just a little guy. Ain't no escape. Break him in half. I'm gonna take my time with you.
Ow.
You're the Batman.
Am I? Ah, it's nice to know.
I was wondering why I was wearing this ridiculous outfit.
Yeah, just... I couldn't fathom it, but that guy told us, now we know, you see.
Yeah. Good job he was there,
Yeah. I'd have been confused all week about that.
right?
Yeah.
Ever since Christmas. Walking around in a bat suit. Wondering, hey, wait a second, I'm a millionaire. Why am I doing this? Or a billionaire.
Yeah,
Whatever.
they recannoned that to him becoming a billionaire.
Yeah.
Plus,
Probably once millionaires didn't seem as wealthy.
Yeah.
Thank you, cost of living increase.
That's him. That bad guy.
Well, when Batman was first created, $10 was a lot of money.
My kind of eye.
I mean, not that much, but, you know, a fair chunk of change.
Yeah. Could be like a month's wage, that $10.
This is bad.
I've heard stories about people who would tell me that, oh yeah, they could go out on $5.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that sounds crazy.
Indeed.
Like, you can't walk out your apartment door for $5 these days.
Yeah, everything used to cost like a penny or something back then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright. There's 3 of those frozen dudes in his path.
Ah. Well, there you go.
Need to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
I assume that cryovapor is the explanation for why you can't go down there?
Yeah. It sort of reminds me of
get through that vapor while there's still power in the tank. Take away.
Arkham Asylum.
There are power conduits running through the greenhouses. I should be able to disable them with a thermocharged batarang.
Okay.
Another piece of equipment he won't have in the next game.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed.
Did any of y'all ever play God of War Chains of Olympus?
No.
Is that the PSP one?
It is a PSP one. It got ported to PS3.
I did play that one on the PSP a long time ago.
I love how they explain how Kratos doesn't have all the stuff he picks up in that game when they get to the first game, since it's a prequel. He falls out of the sky and lands on the ground and is unconscious, and a couple of the gods just come up to him and take all his stuff.
Well,
Yes.
that's a bit of an explanation.
Yeah. It's simple, but it works. And it fits the gods in that universe where they're arrogant dicks.
Aye. I don't know what I'm aiming for. Maybe that.
I see a bunch of white. That's all I can see.
I hope the cryo vapor kills that bastard. I thought somebody was supposed to kill that son of a bitch. He got the first switch. What's he doing?
Yeah, I would never be able to do this.
Alright, I've done that one. So that
Well,
was-
aren't you special?
There we go.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor breach. Please
Lab's still full of
evacuate.
cryo vapor and the fans ain't working. I think you said. If you manage to get the fans back on, that'll suck the vapor out of that room. Then we charge in shooting.
A lot of radio chatter in this game.
No, actually enemies talking from above.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, there's still a lot of radio chatter in this game.
You're the Batman.
At least they're not saying you anymore.
Yeah. You!
Emergency.
It's like,
Please
yeah?
engage magnet
You?
Reactor shutdown.
Lord, you?
Well, there's that too. Yeah, we gotta start that Stargate rewatch at some point together.
Ah, yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
Got any plans on when you're gonna do it?
Whenever we all got time. I'm hoping Master G will join us since he's never watched it before, at least for the important ones.
Yeah.
Like, if he misses the feminist Carter deals with an oppressive male government on a planet episode, then who cares? Hell, we may not even watch that one. But
Right, where was that switch? I can't remember where it was now.
you're asking me, I'm just here to make smart-ass comments.
Ah.
I'm not here to actually pay attention to things.
It's a frozen vent.
I didn't even see you take out the final boss in that Metroid game you were doing yesterday.
Ah.
I was busy putting that mod on Resident Evil 4.
Well, that means you
It's
get
done.
to watch it when I finally upload it.
Yep,
Now's our chance.
and successfully, I might
What the
add.
hell?
Ooh.
A thermocharged
Somebody thinks
batarang
they're the king
might
dick
get
cheese?
encasing that vantage.
It's like, how many of these guys have to think that they're tough before they get beat up by Batman enough to realize that they got nothing on him?
Indeed. Right, there's 7 of them in this room.
Okay, I'm watching you from over here.
That's nothing for this game.
Still alive. Lost the walking again.
Usually it's about 30.
Yeah.
Crap, another guy ate it. Take a good long look. You don't want to end up like this? You better tighten up your acts. I think, huh?
Pretty sure we've heard that dialogue before.
Oh yeah. I like the added step you have to... They freeze your vantage points.
Oh. That's different.
Indeed.
At least they give you the ability to do that. And his mates didn't hear that?
Ah, yes. But I had to move. Right, I think that's all the vantage points. Free device? Wait, not that one. There we go. He seems to be all by himself.
Okay, I'm watching. Oh!
I'm watching. Yeah, that foot getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching as he gets closer and closer to pummeling you.
Right, where's he?
I do love that in God of War 3 where you see a first-person view of the character you're beating up as you beat them up.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. They had some really good ideas in those games, but also some really shit ideas. It would be nice if they ported them to Steam, though. So that people could play them.
Indeed. I don't know if Sony will do that.
Yeah, they're starting to port exclusives, but I don't know that they would go back to archived games like that. Which sucks.
I like how quietly he just like descends.
Yeah. Does he realize his mates are taken out yet?
Nope.
So much for stealth with him.
Yeah, it's armored.
Ah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
We gotta find him faster no matter what!
Nice. Take out the guy right by his mate.
Yep, and he didn't even notice. We got them all. We cleared the room. Right, so I want to go that way. How did they... That's weird, that.
What was that sound?
Oh, me going, ah!
No, the da-da-da sound you made.
Da-da-da. I don't know. I was like, got turned around and I was annoyed about it.
Oh, okay.
I still like how the ice freezes on his cape in here.
Oh, that's cool. Nice little detail.
Yeah. Ah, we've almost got half of them guys.
I'm in shock, all right.
They call me Moses because I set you free! Actually, I don't know. Did Moses set people free?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet! My joke worked.
I'm in shock, all right.
Getting biblical up in here.
Freeze took out the paint. It looks like he drove off the bat. Maybe this Freeze guy's a better bet for us. You keep talking. I'm gonna kick your ass.
That took out 2 of them.
Ooh. The Fury have to fight.
Alright, I guess we can't use that.
Well, that's disappointing.
Indeed.
I'll need to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
So, same thing as before, I assume.
Yes. I think he needs to take a lozenge.
Sounding a bit too much like Resident Evil 5 Chris Redfield?
Aye. He must have picked up a winter's chill.
Maybe.
At least he's not Christian Bale.
True.
Now that guy needs a fucking throat sweet.
Oh, that was bad. That annoyed the hell out of me in those films.
I know, it's so fucking goofy.
Yeah. A friend I had at the time tried to defend it. He's like, oh no, it's dark. I'm like, no, it's just goofy as hell. That's what it is. I did not. Well, Batman Begins I thought was okay.
There's more going on here than a simple accident.
Well, 'cause he didn't do it as
The
often.
security guard's skin has the
Yeah.
same blue color.
And it
as
wasn't
its
as
features.
extreme when he did do it.
I should set up a crime
Yeah,
scene.
but I didn't like The Dark Knight.
Oh, we get to crime scene investigation again.
Awesome.
Data analysis indicates that he died from heat stroke, but the control room doesn't show signs of overheating.
Yeah, it's a trilogy I'm not in any hurry to go back to.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not alone in not liking the last film in that trilogy.
Oh, Bane,
This is
with his
sometimes
equally as
crystallized
goofy
chemical
voice.
Yeah,
Traces lead back into the lab.
that was less than stellar.
That's like, that voice was like my friend's fucking Sean Connery impersonation when he's deliberately doing it bad for a joke.
Nice.
It's just like, how does anyone take that seriously?
God.
Yeah, South Park even took piss out of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
so they should.
Why, hello, Mr. UPS man. Because they thought the UPS man was banging everyone in town. Didn't matter who. Because of a picture Ike drew of Gerald in the UPS man costume. Guess we can't save these ones.
Why not?
Yeah, that one's dead.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
The trail ends here. I should scan for more evidence.
I'm pretty sure they usually bill Mr. Freeze as a sympathetic bad guy, but if he's going around killing people, he's not exactly sympathetic.
I found.
This is where the accident happened that made him.
Ah,
Do you know what? He always starts off sympathetic, and then he goes and wants to freeze the damn city. And it's like, dude, come on, get over it.
These palm prints are a match.
She's
for human
gone.
breeze.
Fucking
yeah.
hell. It's just
You
the
will
one-
never-
Watch the
You will
security
never be as
guard.
cool as Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You know, the sad thing is I'd rather rewatch that film. At least it's goofy as hell and you know what it is going in.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. It knows what it is. That film.
Freeze scan
Yeah.
It's not
what he needed
goofy,
from various
thinking it's
prototypes to
serious.
build
No,
himself
it
a
knows
super
it's
cool
fucking goofy.
survival suit.
Yeah. I mean, I wish it wasn't because I did really like the first couple films with Michael Keaton, but
Yeah.
hell. At least they knew what they were doing with that film as far as, hamming it up.
Well,
Yeah.
they took Tim Burton off it, didn't they? So,
Extreme pressure built
plus
up
it was the
inside
studios
tank
wanting to
where
make
ice
it more
soaked his
kid-friendly.
outtakes.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially with that film, that's what they were going
frozen
for.
by the cryo vapor.
You see, this is the cycle that Batman goes through. He started off quite serious, guns
Yeah.
blazing, shooting people dead and all that. Then by the 60s he went camp and
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to call it kid-friendly, but definitely bright and colourful, and children still watched it anyway because of that.
I did
And
as
it
a
was
kid.
Yeah, there you go. And it was cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
Then by the 80s, the comics wanted him to go dark again, so they did. And then Tim Burton went, "Oh, we'll take him further into this dark direction." But halfway through his run, they decided, "Oh yeah, he's got to go camp again." It's like fucking hell, and now they're trying to make him serious again. So he's all over the fucking place. He's like up and down, up and down.
Well, it's like that series really should have had Tim Burton and Michael Keaton involved for all of the movies. And they should not have gone camp with it. If they wanted to do their own camp version of Batman, they should have done that as a separate thing.
And fingerprint analysis shows.
I think somebody else should have done it.
It was fair.
The thing is though, it's like those 4 films, even though they're quite drastic from one another, they're meant to be set within the same timeline, which I always found funny. So my explanation for that is those 4 films are one canon, as if looked at by different canons, if that makes any sense.
Like multiverse?
Yeah, where the exact same events happen, the exact same plot happens, same story, same characters, exactly the same everything, but just details are different.
Yeah.
Like how they're saying science fiction, there are many universes, some of them are wildly different and others are not that different at all. Well, those 4 films are the not that different universes of the same thing. That's how I view it as anyway. That's why Harvey Dent is now Tommy Lee Jones instead of some black guy. Same thing happened. Same thing happened in both of those universes. We're seeing the same story from 2 different worlds.
Yeah.
That's how I reason it.
Yeah.
But Boyle didn't like that.
Yeah, really a shame because I liked the first 2 films.
The
Yeah, they were really good.
cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle
I think-
had
I
the
think-
head of the plume
Sorry,
that had the lab
Oh,
quarantined.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I do think those
But he knew that leaving the
Schumacher
super cool
ones
lab would kill him.
could have been done,
So
but
he
I
built
think
himself
they
a
should have been
suit
done
and utilized
as
an
something
organic
else.
super
Like you said,
coolant
like you
with
said
core
before, like
temperature sub-zero.
if they were set in their own continuity, like their own different world, then
He's just trying to save his
I think
dying
people
wife.
might have appreciated them better.
Oh, absolutely.
The super coolant Victor
But yeah.
uses in his suit is the same fluid I need
I do
for
like
fire.
them. I know people trash them. I do like them, but yeah, they don't. Yeah.
I could see them being a good time. I can't remember. I've seen all 4. I've only rewatched the Michael Keaton ones a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But haven't seen the 3rd or 4th film in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, we've determined Mr. Freeze was innocent of killing that guard.
Okay.
It was an accident when the weapon went off that froze him to death.
Oh.
And the bad guy's the rich guy who runs this lab that caused it.
Damn you, Bruce Wayne!
It's another guy that runs this lab.
Okay.
Alright, there's another victim in ice along the way.
Alfred, send Gordon the evidence I've gathered on Boyle's crimes.
I'm sorry, Master Bruce. I know you had high hopes for what Ferris could do for Gotham.
That doesn't matter now. Victor's plan was never to kill Boyle. He needs Boyle's security access to get his wife out of Gothcorp. That's all he wants.
And now, you're going to stop him?
I have to.
And are you still going to need that gurney?
I am. But not for Victor.
I would love to have seen Michael Keaton as Batman for those other 2 with Tim Burton directing them, and you know those two being like good films in that same continuity. And had what happened to Christopher Reeve not happened, I would love to have seen that Superman from those films and that Batman like start like a Justice League thing. I think it would have been pretty cool.
That would have been cool, yeah.
And probably way better than what we got.
Yeah.
I judge it. I've never seen it, but still. I feel pretty safe in my judgments of that film.
Yeah.
It's funny how films work, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was saying this yesterday when me and Chris and Master G were talking, but I've never seen a franchise crap the bed as badly as the DC film universe has. Like every bad decision they could make, they've made.
Yeah.
And even when they make a good decision, say having Henry Cavill play Superman, they screw it up by kicking him out.
Now, are ya? Are ya? You're gonna get me on this damn iceberg?
You're good right where you are.
But you can't leave me here. I'll freeze to death.
Not my problem.
Oh, so you come back to gloat, have you? Oh, I'll hang you with that bloody cape. You hear me?
In other words, we couldn't be bothered to animate him getting freed.
Yeah.
Oh, this bastard, you know that?
I mean, in fairness, it is a DLC, so...
You hear me, you
Yeah, I suppose.
freak?
Kind of fitting of the overall cheap nature of this game, though.
Yeah.
Holy
I mean, I'm not saying this is a terrible game by any means, just...
can't leave me here about that.
Really? There's like no new areas?
Well, this building's a new area, and
Okay.
I suppose you was in Wayne Manor, which Yanni was in the Batcave for the original game at the beginning, so it did have that.
That's something, but that's not even 25% of the game. And you have to get the DLC to get these areas.
Yep.
So not a big, strong selling point there.
He just wants to get his wife.
I'll see you both.
Well, we all want to get his wife, but wait, what? What? That's not what I meant.
Victor, you have to let him go.
I'm taking my wife. You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
It was an accident. You don't know what you're talking about. What?
Nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing but my Nora.
So why don't you just take Boyle and then let him get his wife?
Nora would never have wanted this.
No.
He'll fuck off then.
What she wants is to live a long life in the warmth
Right?
of the sun. Her hand in mine.
So that's always
For him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins.
I remember the animated series, she actually got cured of that disease, didn't she? And she ended up remarrying someone else because all it was a head.
yeah, his body got damaged, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
There he is.
I wonder if this is the final boss of this DLC.
I don't know.
Yeah, none of us have played it. Yeah. I mean, that could be. It is focused on him, so...
He's right there.
Yeah, seriously, just take your wife and leave, and then we'll take the other guy.
Yeah, I'd have let him as well.
Yeah.
Alright then. As long as you don't hurt anybody else, take your damn wife.
Yeah.
Allow him to escape again.
Then he'll be happy that his wife is safe.
And hopefully he wouldn't become a supervillain at that point.
Cryo tank 3.
And if he does, then you can hold that over him.
Then, because Bruce Wayne's got all the money, to prevent a supervillain or a continuing supervillain, just fund the research that'll, you know, keep her alive and wake her up, and fund the research that'll turn Freeze back to normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Batman, you could avoid all of this.
Yeah, and how often are we going to have to deal with him in the series?
Yeah. Think ahead, Bruce, think ahead.
Right.
Well, at least in Arkham City.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least in Arkham City.
Yeah, you have to deal with him in that game.
That's what we were saying. He could avoid all of that if he just funded the research to help him and his wife. It's not like he's not known for doing charitable things.
Aye. Damn it.
The thought
Good job.
of killing a man should turn my stomach. But as I look at you now, I feel nothing.
Alright.
At least that's something new.
Aye.
How do you guys feel about the death animation, like cutscenes or scenes like that?
I think it adds a little something to the game. The enemy gets to glow on your
generators and disable them.
downfall.
Okay. I find it kind of annoying in like a really tough section where you end up dying a lot because then you end up having to put up with them way too much.
Cryo tank 2. Open in progress.
There he is. Not allow him to escape again.
Cryo tank 1. Overload in progress.
Now you're in for it. On my way. Fire in the hole.
Why they don't want fire in the hole when you're working for a dude who works with cold?
Aye.
He's right there. This man should have been more careful. This is how the Batman...
Oh, somebody dial 1-800. Oh, hell nah.
Right, where's that last thingamajig we gotta do?
Thingamajig. Is that the technical term?
Yes.
Okay.
Escape.
Oh, but apparently they're bringing Michael Keaton's Batman back for the DC films with the Flash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Containment breach in cryo tank 3.
They're gonna fuck that up.
I don't think it's a continuation of those old films like that.
No.
As far as I'm aware, is his own Batman again.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird. I don't know why they... I know he's a fan favourite and all that, but
Nostalgia,
it still
basically.
seems a bit odd. Yeah, I know, but it still seems a bit odd.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that either. It's like, we're giving the Flash, you know, who's supposed to be a pivotal character in this universe they're creating. Oh, we're gonna give him his own film, but oh, we're gonna feature a nostalgia bait Batman.
Aye.
Well, because he's old now, what are they going to do? Are they going to like try and de-age him or something?
I don't know.
With like really shitty effects.
I mean, they've showed it in the trailers what he looks like.
Oh, I haven't seen the trailers.
You can overload those cryogenerators using your
So,
glass
yeah.
to the control panel.
If I weren't so blind, I would describe it better, but, you know.
All I can think of is I'll either CGI him young or use shadows to hide his wrinkles or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently the original plan was to make him the Nick Fury of that universe, combining realities or something, but then a lot of that stuff got shit canned when they brought in a new universe runner.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's just I've never seen a universe like that had so much potential just fail so badly because of so many bad decisions. Like from the start, it's like, why do you pick Zack Snyder to do Superman? Like, I think maybe he could have pulled off Batman. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say for sure because he's a bit overindulgent. He's almost like the Kojima of film directors. But maybe he could have pulled off something. But not Superman.
Oh, come on! This is getting a ridiculous game.
Hey, you gotta play better.
Cryotank 1. Overload in progress.
I really hate adding normal Mook enemies into a boss fight.
Yeah. Especially when you got a bloody overload free generators.
Well, a boss fight should be a test of skill from what you've learned from playing the game up until that point.
Yeah.
Not, oh, well, we have this opponent plus other random mooks. It's lazy game design.
This fight was done way better in Arkham City, where it were just you and freeze.
Yeah. Is this basically the same thing, but...
Oh
worse?
no! You literally have to take him on one-on-one.
Okay.
And you can't do the same things to him more than once.
Yeah, we've talked about that one before.
Yeah, it's really good, that fight.
Okay.
Which way is he looking? Nice.
I thought this thermal suit was supposed to counteract that freeze.
It's still hitting you with the freeze gun.
Or is this just an explanation for how he survived that?
Yeah. It helps him survive in the very cold temperatures. But how the regular mooks are surviving in them temperatures, who knows?
Right.
Containment breach.
Well, they're not getting blasted with a freeze ray though, are they?
Bro, just take your wife and leave.
Right.
It's fine. It ain't gotta be like this.
Oh. Right, let's see where he's going.
This is how you want it to be, so be it. Given away his position. That was the bat. Find him. What do you see?
Ah, crap. How he saw me there, I don't know.
He's got X-ray vision.
I'll allow him to escape again. I'm the source of that noise.
Yeah, it's hard to be sympathetic for somebody who's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving without my wife. Do you hear me?
Cryo tank 2. Open in progress.
I hope they checkpoint you every time you get one of these.
Oh, they're done.
Oh, dear.
You had to get all 3, which luckily I just have.
Let's see how well you
Bugger.
do when the air freezes in your lungs.
It's just killed all his friendly mooks.
Again, not sympathetic.
No.
Granted, I don't mind the mooks getting killed because they're obviously bad people.
There, now I'll deal with you.
Bitch, you don't even know. Jeez. I'm guessing this guy's a tanky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Would have to be tactical to protect some defenses.
Is this one of those things like with, was it Croc or Bane that you had to use a bunch of different tactics?
Ben.
Now get in here and find the Batman. Do not touch my face.
That room is filled with ice formations, Master Bruce. I suggest you use them to your advantage.
Then come out of the shadows.
Thank you, game, for telling the player what to do. Why let them try to figure it out for themselves?
You have forced me to do this.
Get the satisfaction of completing something.
I forced him to do that, apparently.
Okay.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do.
Yeah, whatever
Fine.
works.
Kick him in the ass.
Yeah.
Search the area.
He looks like the kind that if he falls over, he won't be able to get back up again so easily.
Yeah. I've got an even better way of destroying this dude.
Yeah.
What?
Just say something bad about him on Twitter. Or even worse, just say something on Twitter that he disagrees with.
Not allow him to escape again.
Give me a hand over here!
You lost your resolve. Mine remains as strong as
Sorry, man. I gotta leave you before you
you want to stop me. Then come out of the shadows.
Something I'm noticing that is really strange about people online is they can get so mad at other people who like the same thing they do.
You lost your resolve.
Yeah.
Mine remains as
Like,
strong.
I have had, like, I'll see a random story about my favorite baseball team. And I'll comment on the video. And I'll get so many people just pissed off at what I have to say. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, like, you're making me hate fans of this team. Like,
Yeah.
you guys all suck.
Search the area.
It's one of those things where they have to agree, isn't it? Like 100%.
Well, I mean, it's fine to disagree. It's just you don't have to be a jerk about it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you can tell from the responses that they're angry.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, I'm stating my opinion here. You don't have to get mad about it. It's fine to disagree. I mean, they're wrong, but they can still disagree.
You should just go on all these like videos and just say, like, this sport is shit, it's garbage, shit players, shit even though you don't like, you're just trolling them.
Right. I think I'm gonna keep doing that because it is fun. I did a little bit of that in response to one person who was angry with my comment.
Nice.
So my comment was simple. So like, they gave an extension to this pitcher.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, he's been, fairly good. So we'll see what he can do because he's not really that proven.
Yeah.
And people got mad that I was saying he was fairly good. Like, I'm like, bro, it's not like he's like the best ever. Like,
I was gonna say, what did they want you to say in that
yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm not insulting the guy or anything. And you can't help but sit there and laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when you say things are alright, they're okay, because you get people that absolutely love it, that think you're trashing it, and people that like absolutely hate it think you're fucking kissing its ass. And it's like, I'm doing neither.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just said it's okay. It's alright.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm taking the middle of the road path here.
Yeah.
People are way too sensitive these days.
They are.
It's like our boy Jimmy, who always bitches that I like fixed camera angle games. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, yes, I do enjoy that style of gameplay when it's done well. But, you know, if he wants to give me shit about it, oh well. Like, I'm not going to get mad about it.
Nah, there's no point really.
Yeah.
Oh, you git.
Well, how far do we go back?
To the second part of the fight.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, this fight would be a hell of a lot easier without.
Let's see how well you do when the air freezes in your lungs.
You can't even skip that cutscene.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I hate unskippable cutscenes, especially after you've already seen them once.
Yep.
He's here, you are.
At least they give you a checkpoint, so it's not like you have to do the start of the fight all over again.
Aye. That's something, I suppose.
Not much, but yeah. Take it, I guess.
Right, take it.
Oh, yeah.
How did we escape? Sir, where are the rest of you? Get in here and honor our bargain. Find him.
Yeah, the other problem's these guys walking about with the bloody guns.
Yeah, again, this should be just Mr. Freeze versus Batman.
Suggest you use them to your advantage.
Not Mr. Freeze versus 50 armed guards.
I mean, Batman versus 50 armed guards plus Mr. Freeze.
This is how the Batman rewards incompetence.
It's just terrible design.
How did he escape?
I mean, some of the Legacy of Kain games do that, especially Defiance, where when you have a boss, there will be normal Mook enemies in there.
Yeah.
But they're there because you feed off of them. And I don't think they're meant to be challenging. And I still don't love it, but I can kind of understand why they do it. My advice, if you start taking too much damage, retreat.
Aye, that's what I did do.
Or as they say in Monty Python, run away! I knew I'd be speaking y'all's language with that one.
Yep, the Holy Grail. Classic.
Yep. That killer rabbit. Oh, man. I've only seen that in film once, but I did enjoy it.
It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Oh, it's been about 20 years since I've seen it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did see Life of Brian relatively recently though.
I've heard of that one.
That one's a good one.
That's hilarious.
Maybe we'll have to do a Discord watch at some point if one of us has it. Although you can't sponge off of Netflix anymore, can you? That sucks. Like, that to me is just greedy when you have a company that's like, oh, if you have the access to an account, we're not letting you use it unless we know it's the person who actually owns it. Like, how many people actually sponge off of other people's accounts? I imagine not many.
And the funny thing was, Netflix encouraged it originally.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Interesting. It's like YouTube with all their stupid ass censorship for kids, and it's like, yeah, you brought a lot of those problems on yourself, bragging about how many kids you have subscribed to your channel, your platform. And in the YouTube policies, they say you can't be under the age of 13 and have an account.
It's a contradictory fucking rules, that is.
Yeah.
Young kids can't have like all these accounts, but like adults, when you make things, you better make it kid friendly. What?
Yeah, it's like, I don't have a child, I shouldn't be responsible for other people's children.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to say, oh, well, my kid stumbled on your video, well, here's an idea. Be a parent. Pay attention to what your kids watch.
Yep.
Because they should not be watching my stuff because I do older games.
Yeah, it's funny. It's not funny, but it's weird.
Yeah.
I personally couldn't give a fuck who watches my videos. Like, I don't give a shit what age they are. I'm not their fucking mum, so it's like, if their parents aren't going to parent, then
why is it your problem?
Why is it my problem?
Yeah.
And if their parent is happy to let their kids watch that sort of thing, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be punished for that either.
Exactly.
But YouTube seems to think we have to fucking, take into account what their children. But no.
Yeah, it's like, I know my content is clearly not made for kids. Like,
I know,
the newest game on my channel is the Resident Evil 3 remake, which came out in 2020, which, okay, that's relatively recently still.
Yeah.
Not that recent anymore.
Yeah.
And everything else I've done is significantly older than that, so...
Yeah, like, if our stuff clearly isn't made for children, then clearly it's not made for children. It's those channels that make stuff that looks like it's made for children, but it isn't. Where they try to market it towards children, but it's like really weird, dodgy stuff. Yeah, look at those channels and see what they're doing, okay? But for us, that's just making videos about the things we like.
Yeah,
it's obvious we're not going to be fucking marketing towards children. Jesus Christ.
It's so funny. My friend Bailmore texted me about a month ago, freaking out because he had seen some video about some channels who were being demonetized and had all these issues with YouTube. And it turns out they were marketing their videos as being free, friendly for kids to watch, and they weren't. They were doing horror games. It's like, yeah, moron, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Of course people are eventually going to catch on to that.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Like, I have the default setting as my videos are not for kids.
Yeah, I say that now. They're not made for kids. I don't always necessarily age restrict them.
Right.
But I do say that they're not made for kids.
Well, there's a thing.
If it's got sex or nudity in it, I might.
Yeah. Like what my Resident Evil 4 LP is gonna be.
But even then, I'm still not that bothered because I'm not the parent.
Right.
Very much.
If the kid sees it, the kid fucking sees it. Don't get over it.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like there's like a checkbox you can do to say none of my videos are made for kids. So I just did that, and I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, I've got a checkpoint.
Hey! Nice.
Fucking took long enough.
Yeah. This has to be the final fight.
If I can get underneath him, I can take him from below.
Containment failure in
Batman, I didn't know you were into that.
in danger.
Yay.
around the bat.
Yeah, I never understood stuff like that where
Prime subject.
certain places will actually expect other people to be responsible for other people's kids. It's like, no, let the parents actually parent.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I've only got a handful of actual age-restricted videos.
Yeah.
Well, they're all from San Andreas with the hot coffee mod. All my others are just not made for children. There's no actual restriction on it.
Right.
My sticker truth's age restricted.
But you shouldn't have stuck your nose in my business. And here I thought I was going to have a problem explaining what happened in your lab. I mean, the police are never going to look at me after what you did. And with this bat freak dead, there won't be anyone left to say otherwise.
Cryogenic containment failing.
And that just leaves you.
Please, you can save her. You just have to bypass the cryo.
Victor! She's done! I'll keep you alive long enough to see her go! Go!
Cryogenic containment.
Ah, that's why his health bar didn't go all the way down.
Take a seat, humanitarian.
Cryogenic containment restored.
I'm sorry, Victor. I can't give you peace, but I can give you justice.
Well, there we go.
Aye. And that was the main campaign of Cold Heart. And
Breaking news out of North Gotham at this hour, where protest has turned to celebration. Under extreme pressure from Gotham's citizens, Mayor Hill has just announced his resignation. While Hill has not ruled out a possible run for re-election in the new year, his resignation means that Peter Grogan will likely not be the next police commissioner of Gotham. Speculation has already begun about who the new mayor will appoint as commissioner, with many pundits naming GCPD Captain James Gordon as the frontrunner. And now to South Gotham, where Vicky Vale brings us this live report.
Thanks, Janine. I'm standing at the corporate headquarters of GothCorp, where Captain Gordon has confirmed that GothCorp CEO Ferris Boyle has been taken into police custody. Police report that Mr. Boyle stands accused of manslaughter, extortion, and attempted murder. Shocking accusations given that just earlier tonight, he accepted the Wayne Foundation's award for Humanitarian of the Year. Also in custody is the notoriously elusive underworld crime boss Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin, as well as a GothCorp cryogenicist, Victor Freeze. Mr. Freeze is being held under heavy guard at Gotham General, receiving treatment for an undisclosed medical condition. Quincy Sharp has suggested that Mr. Freeze is yet another example of the type of criminal that needs the specialized care that only Arkham Asylum can provide. Police credit these arrests to solid police work, but this reporter suspects the vigilante known as the Batman had more than a small role to play. On a personal note, I owe Batman a debt of gratitude for rescuing me from almost certain death earlier this evening. So, thank you, Batman. All of us. Back to you, Janine.
Thanks, Vicky. The Batman continues to be one of the top stories this holiday season. So as we here at GNN wish you all a happy and safe New Year's Eve, we'll leave you with just a few of the comments you've made about Gotham's Caped Crusader.
I was surrounded. Next thing you know, bam, boom, kapow! The bastards are all on the ground, KO'd. I didn't even see him coming.
Oh, it was all a blur. He just...
A reference to the 60s series?
Yes.
Listen, I'm a cop. I can't condone what he does. But I can be grateful he's doing it.
Oh, he's real, all right. I got the bruises to prove it. He's real, he's ruthless, and there ain't nothing in the world that's gonna stop him.
Well, I like that little addition they had there.
It's one way to make you have to watch the end credits.
Aye. But
Congratulations, sir. Victor, Ferris, and even that scoundrel Cobblepot are all in custody. Shall we call it a night, then?
Not yet, Alfred. There's still work to be done.
and that'll be next time, I think, because let's see. With
Probably a long video now. We didn't expect this to be the finale.
No. Well, we've found 12 people frozen in ice, and we've got one of 11 anarchy symbols. But I'm gonna look that up. But since the area's restricted to here, it shouldn't be too hard to finish. But
We will see.
Indeed. So thank you for watching, and join us again next time for a bit of cleanup. Have a good day.